Hey, good morning, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to Good Morning Vail for a beautiful start to our Saturday, July the 9th. I'm your host in the studio today, Mark Sassy, and we've got the notorious Maddie Evans out in the field today. She's going to be checking in with Ross from Action Jackson in just a little bit, and also with Chris Bavona and the e-bikes they have over there at Ski Town All-Stars in Eagleville. Our weather over the course of the weekend, we're going to get into that real soon, but we saw some sunny skies. We've seen those monsoonal flows bring some moisture over the past few weeks. Really nice to see the green grass everywhere. The rivers are up. I got a fly fishing report coming away in just a little bit too. But coming up soon on our show for the next hour from 7 to 8, we have a segment called In the Community where we kind of fill you in on everything happening for the weekend, whether you're down in Gypsum or you're all the way up in Vail or East Vail. There's stuff happening throughout the entire Vail Valley corridor, so we're going to have all that information for you, including what's happening with the market scene around Eagle County, maybe Minturn, maybe a little market happening in Vail. They even have that small pop-up market in Edwards at Edwards Corner every Saturday also. So if you want to get some fresh produce, I think the Palisade peaches are pretty close to being ready to go. We're going to find that out, though, real soon also. Fly fishing report, information about what the rivers are doing, what bugs to use, where to go and fish, who to take out for a guide service. Yesterday, I was in Minturn, got a chance to talk to Cindy with the town of Minturn about the market, but also one of the fishing guides from the place where I work, Minturn Anglers, Ben Gruner, was talking about what's happening on the rivers. I'll give you another update firsthand to let you know exactly what's going on in terms of fishing and what bugs to use and where to fish. So that's going to be our fly fishing report. And we just have a great show for you. We're glad you're with us today on this beautiful Saturday. A good way to start your day before you head out to go for the hike or to go play some golf or go for a bike ride or do yoga or go have lunch, all the good stuff we have to offer. But you're with us first for the next hour. So we're going to take a look at that weather forecast coming up next.
Live life to the fullest and relax with Simply Massage. With the lowest prices in the Vail Valley, there is something for everyone. We offer Swedish, deep tissue massages, neuromuscular, reflexology, and cupping. Treat yourself to aromatherapy with essential oils or CBD oils. We offer 60 or 90-minute packages. Go to simplymassage.com or call 970-748-1600 to book an appointment today.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap Nectar hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork Valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
Hey everybody, welcome back to our Saturday edition of Good Morning Vail. It's time now to inform all of you about all the happenings taking place in Vail and Beaver Creek and around our local community here in Eagle County over the course of the weekend, Saturday and Sunday. There's a lot of stuff that I'm going to mention. There's a lot of stuff that's going on that I probably won't even mention. So pay attention. There's things happening all the time for all ages and all ability levels. If you want music, if you want culture, if you want to get out and explore, plenty to do. First thing I want to talk about is what's happening in Minturn today for Saturday, the Minturn market. Last week was the first Minturn market, for the year. I had a chance to check in with Cindy Krieg yesterday, and she filled us in on how great this market is once again. Full return, in full force. You can actually take 5 minutes and walk from one end to the other, but in the middle of it all, there is so much happening. It's a full, true artisan market. It is the oldest market in Eagle County, and that's going to be right in Minturn tomorrow. So swing by and check it out if you want some fresh produce, some jewelry, some food, live music. So it's like a bookends of the market is live music on either end. And they're going to actually have a mechanical bull tomorrow, so you get to check that out. And that gets going at 9 o'clock. Up in Beaver Creek tonight, we've got the Silent Disco. For those of you that aren't quite sure what a silent disco is, you got to check it out. You show up at the Silent Disco right there at the ice rink. This takes place from 5 to 8 tonight, and you go select a pair of headphones, and you get to pick, I think, either maybe station 1 or 2. They're going to play different songs in the headphones, and everybody wears the headphones, and they all get to listen to music and dance around and sing. It's pretty entertaining because you don't hear anything, but you see all these people wearing headphones and dancing and singing out loud, and probably like Maddie would be doing, singing out of key. That's taking place up in Beaver Creek from 5 to 8 tonight. Also, today in Vail, from 10 to 11, if you want to get in touch with your inner namaste, you can go up to Mid-Vail, the top of Gondola 1, from 10 to 11, once again, some Mid-Vail mountaintop yoga. Good way to kind of get in touch with yourself, get out in the fresh air and enjoy the beautiful scenery and the sound of the birds. You can go to discovervail.com for more information on that. That's just a sampling of Saturday. Now for Sunday, we've got the Vail Farmers Market. Now this takes place in Vail. It goes, I think, from maybe 9 to 3:30 every Sunday. Actually, every Sunday. And once again, live music there also, and vendors galore. If you want to get some fresh Palisade peaches, I'm guessing we're very close to having them in full season now. Cherries, jerky, fish, you name it, it's going to be at the market along with vendors galore also. A lot of those vendors will go to the Minturn market and they'll also end up at the Vail market, so worth checking out. Parking is free in the Vail Village parking structure and also Lion's Head, so don't have to worry about that. You can just show up, take your time, enjoy Vail for the day. Also in Avon tomorrow, we're going to see live music at Nottingham Lake. So you have the big amphitheater right there at Nottingham Lake. On the back side of the amphitheater, there's this great little spot where they have a deck, and there's going to be live music performing there, and that's going to be happening tomorrow from 6 to 8. It's called Sunset Live. You can go to Avon's website to find out more information about that. And now more general stuff happening at the Gerald R. Ford Amphitheater. We are in the middle of Bravo, which is kind of the classical music that takes place. They bring in the symphonies from a couple different cities around the country. Beautiful, beautiful music, a great place to be. But we also have the variety show, the Stars Variety Show, which is taking place in place of the Stars Dancing Gala. And it's a fundraiser for Youth Power 365. It's going to be a great event once again. If you think you're talented and you have something to share, I'm sure you can get signed up. You can go to the Vail Valley Foundation's website to find out more about that. Also, you can go to probably Discover Vail to find out more about that also. And then that is sandwiched once again in between Bravo and the Vail Dance Festival, which are two big summer festivals that take place over the course of a handful of weeks at the amphitheater. And then we have the Villar Performing Arts Center, which is located underneath the Blacks Family Ice Rink, 530 seats in this beautiful, intimate environment. And we've got Kenny G. For those millennials, they probably don't know who Kenny G is, but all of our parents definitely know who Kenny G is, and worth checking out. That's going to be taking place on Monday, July the 11th. All right, we're going to take a quick break, and then we're going to introduce you to the Eagle Valley Library District and talk about the beginner reading program taking place. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Carrie Thorne, and I'm one of the children's librarians at the Eagle Valley Library District. School is out for the summer, but it's still important to keep our children reading, and that means finding books at the right reading level. For many caregivers, finding books for an emerging reader who's making the leap from beginning reader to early chapter book is the hardest. For these readers, look for books with short chapters, engaging artwork, lively characters, lots of white space, and a large font. All are elements in helping newly independent readers gain confidence. Here on display are some of my favorite early chapter books, like these two new series about friendship, Cornbread and Poppy by Matthew Cordell and Sydney and Taylor by Jacqueline Davies. So stop by one of your local public libraries this summer and we'll help you find the just right book at the just right reading level for your child.
Good morning, Vail.
Step on, take a look around, and take a listen. Relax to the rhythm of the train on the tracks. For the kids, and a kid in all of us, the Leadville, Colorado and Southern Railroad.
Hi, my name is Tegan Davis with the Eagle Valley Library District, inviting you to get a library card at any of our branches, Avon, Eagle, or Gypsum Public Libraries. If you're a visitor, a full-time resident, or just here for work, you can get a library card just by stopping in and bringing your photo ID. With your library card, you can check out anything in our libraries as well as our online collection. For more information, please visit evld.org.
Follow your favorite extreme sports athletes with the Telly Award-winning show, The Line. If you're an adrenaline junkie and need a daily dose of base jumping, skydiving, highlining, biking, kayaking, and more, then look no further. We've got you covered. Catch JT Holmes, Andy Lewis, Cam Zink, and many more extreme sport athletes here on The Line. Check your local listings for more information.
Good morning, Vail.
All right, welcome back to our Saturday edition of Good Morning Vail. We are going to check in with Maddie in just a little bit. She is in Eagleville running around doing something crazy. We're going to find out in just a moment. But first, a fly fishing report. My favorite thing to do. I run Minturn Anglers in Minturn. We had a chance to check in with one of my guides, Ben, yesterday to find out what's happening on the rivers. Now I want to give you firsthand details about what you can expect. You know, we did have a very late spring. We had a moment of a couple of weeks where we saw a lot of snow once again, cold weather, and it slowed that snow melt down. Our snowpack for this year wasn't significant. It was better than last year, but it still wasn't significant. So having that cold snap in the middle of, early June really prolonged the water levels we have on the Eagle River. It helped our flows on the Colorado River. And when you have those higher flows, it helps out with those water temperatures also. I want to show you what's happening on the Colorado River. And this is going to be, above Pump House, which is one of the put-ins we go to above State Bridge, below Kremling. The flows right now have come up just a little bit. We're at about 700 cubic feet per second, which is a cubic foot roughly the size of a basketball. One of my guides told me yesterday morning, though, that at these flow levels, we're starting to see water temperatures getting into the upper 60s earlier in the day. Now, once we start seeing water temperatures above 65 degrees, as a commercial outfitter, we need to halt fishing operations. We can't damage the fish. It puts a lot of stress on the fish with less oxygen in the water at those higher temperatures. So I think as a public fisherman, if you guys are going to go fish on your own, it might be something to think about to grab yourself a thermometer to check those water temperatures, because it does, even though it has been cool and we've had rain, those water temperatures are still dramatically affected by a multitude of different things coming from Mother Nature, natural things that affect it and raise that water temperature. If you see temperatures getting into the mid-60s, I would recommend stop fishing at that point. Let's take a look at our flows on the Eagle River now. So this is going to be right here, just west of where we are in Avon. And we saw great flows continuing, and you can see that starting to continually go down. We had rain the other day on July the 6th. We had a spike there. We had a little bit of rain on the 7th, a little bit of a spike there. Our flows right now are just below 400 cubic feet per second. Great flows for wade fishing, low flows for fishing from a boat. You got to be careful of that one. And once again, with those low flows, we have those higher water temperatures midday, so keep that in mind. Now, I've spoken with Maddie about this before. She's very well aware of the whole keep them wet philosophy. Now, what we have to make sure we do is, with these high water temperatures, and just in general, when you go and catch a fish and you net your fish, the ticket is to not bring the net out of the water. Keep the fish in the net in the water. You don't necessarily need to pull the fish out to get that photo and hold the fish out of the water for a minute while you're getting a photo. It's not good for the fish, especially during these higher water temperatures. So try to keep the fish in the net, in the water. If you want to get a photo, maybe just kind of pull it up just a little bit, put it back down, use both hands if you need to, or just kind of show the net off with the fish or get a photo of the fish in the net before you let it go. But don't take them out of the water. Keep those fish wet and make sure that your hands are wet too before you even attempt to handle the fish. Pinch the barbs down on your hooks also. That way, when it takes time for you to have to get the hook out, they will pop right out. Now I want to focus on what's happening on the plate of food here for the fish. We have a massive variety of different bugs available now with these warmer water temperatures. We start to see all the dry flies in the air all day long, a variety of caddis flies. We have some PMDs, which is a pale morning dun, which is also a mayfly. And we have a variety of different stoneflies. Let's take a look at my plate of food right here, and I'll show you what we have happening. Now, this is just a smattering, once again, a small smattering. Over here in the corner, these are small black caddis. This is called a peacock caddis, probably a size 18. Now, the caddis flies come out over the course of the entire day, and in the morning time, they might be bigger and lighter in color, and then towards the end of the day, we're seeing more of these smaller, darker caddis flies. This fly right here is called a ginger caddis variant. Now, this is very similar, once again, to the size of the other caddis flies like these over here, but that color makes all the difference. So when you have caddis flies in your box, everybody, it's nice to have some of every size and every color, believe it or not. This fly right back here is a yellow foam caddis. Now, that's once again a caddis fly with a yellow body, but that can also represent a stonefly, which is a golden stone. That fly can represent the yellow Sally, which is another fly you'll use to catch the stoneflies, or the lighter colored caddis. These right here, this right here is a variation of a PMD fly, which is a pale morning dun, which is a mayfly, and you're going to fish those throughout the daytime also. And then this right here is another variation of a PMD with an orange post. The fish don't see that orange post. That is for you to see on the top of the water so you know where your flies are. So these are all about a size 18 to a size 20, but if you don't want to fish with the dry flies, you can shift gears, maybe put a hopper on, a big hopper, a chubby Chernobyl, treat it with some aquel so it floats, and then below that you can tie nymphs if you want to fish with nymphs. And you can fish with the subsurface versions of any of these flies, because before they become adults, they have to float to the surface. They're emerging, so you can fish with the emerger variations of these. My recommendation is, I know it gets a little confusing with the entomology, swing by Minturn Anglers and let Nick and myself and the crew in there kind of guide you in the right direction to help you pick out some bugs that are going to work perfectly. That's a look at your fishing report for Saturday, for the weekend. We have more coming your way in just a little bit. We are going to hop over and see Maddie after the break. She's in Eagle Vail. She's going to check in with Chris Bavona, hyping up the new e-bikes that he has at the store at Ski Town All-Stars. We'll be right back.
Good morning, Vail.
to the one and only beautiful South Lake Tahoe. This penthouse is all about location, nestled in the heart of downtown, near the casinos and at the base of Heavenly Resort. This is the Opulent Minute. This open concept floor plan is perfect for entertaining family and friends. Opulent Vacations provides highly personalized experiences that go beyond what five-star hotels can provide with our concierge services. I'm here with Ted from Powder House. Tell us about your business.
We specialize in winter sports rentals like skis and snowboards, a lot of retail winter sports sales also, and we do boot fitting for ski boots and ski sales too to make sure you have the best time up on the mountain.
To make your reservation with Powder House, visit opulentvacations.com. With the best shopping, dining, and mountain activities right outside your door, this is the perfect location for an unforgettable trip to South Lake Tahoe. We'll see you next time on the Opulent Minute. Book now at opulentvacations.com.
Hi, I'm Lori Barnes, Director of Vail Public Library, and I invite you to join us here at our library to find materials in multiple formats, fiction, nonfiction, children's, periodicals. There's a plethora of materials here for you. The way you get that is through your library card. If you are visiting, living, working in the Vail Valley, you are welcome to have a library card. Simply come in with your photo ID and we will serve you and allow us to transform you at Vail Public Library.
When people think of world-class destinations, they're drawn to a place that provides opportunities for fine dining, shopping, superior lodging, exciting events, and unparalleled outdoor activities. Park City, Utah and Vail, Colorado are renowned destinations for travelers and extraordinary homes for residents. Feature your exceptional products and services in these two luxury communities. Advertise with Park City Television and TV8 Vail. Contact us today.
Good morning, Vail.
If you're looking for a great way to recover after a day on the slopes, or maybe a great way to wake up in the morning, well, Amari is the answer for you, and I'm here with Eric, the creator, to give us some great information. Thanks you for being here.
Thanks for having me. It's a pleasure to be here. So I'm the Eric, founder of Amari, and we make fast-acting, effective, plant-based products designed to help you get out there day after day and maximize the fun on your vacation. I think it's happened to the best of us, Maddie, but after a great day on the hill, you wake up kind of sore the next morning. Well, we have a solution for you. It's our Blueberry Booster Breakfast Smoothie. It uses our recovery product, which helps with inflammation reduction, muscle soreness, and muscle fatigue. And you can find all these ingredients at one of your local stores here in the Vail Valley. It's super simple to make. It's also loaded with vitamin D, with milk, and vitamin C to help you get out there again on the hill. So it's really easy to make. It's just 3/4 of a cup of milk.
That was a good eyeball.
It was.
Yeah, it was.
I practiced a lot. We add some blueberries, about a half a cup of blueberries, some blackberries.
That way you're getting all the good flavors as well.
Oh,
so
yeah.
it's going to taste good, it's going to be beneficial, and there's just going to be so many good things about it.
Also about half a banana for some potassium out there, which helps with muscle fatigue as well. And then one of our packets of Amari's recovery powder.
And I mean,
super simple to use. Just open it up, dump it on in.
This is a great start to your morning right here. This is There's nothing better than a breakfast smoothie, first of
Exactly.
all. Then you get it nice and blended.
And if you want it dairy-free, we suggest just using almond milk or oat milk, or you can use unsweetened Greek yogurt for added probiotics.
Yum.
But since we're on TV, I made some for us already.
Cheers. Mmm.
Delicious.
I'm always worried that that taste is going to be a little bit bitter, and it is not at all. It is so good.
It's tasty.
Oh, and I love blueberry and banana together.
It's the perfect way to start the day. If you're interested in picking some of this up for yourself, we're available at stores like the Village Market in Edwards, Christie Sports, and the Lion's Head General Store, as well as independent retailers like High Gear Cyclery and Avon.
Oh my gosh, Eric, thank you so much for coming in. Make sure that you stop by one of those great locations to get yourself some of this amazing products, because these morning smoothies are everything you need. We've got so much more coming up right after this.
Thank you.
Good morning, Vail.
In the heart of the Vail Village, on the corner of One Willow Bridge Road, across from Solaris, is Lamina Jewelry. We have one of the largest selections of designer, fine, and fashion jewelry in the Vail Valley. In addition to our unique and one-of-a-kind jewelry pieces, we have museum-quality fossils and minerals that you truly have to see to believe. We pride ourselves on our customer service and knowledge of your pieces. Come in as a customer, leave as a friend.
The mountains are a place for adventure and a space for renewal. Enjoy our cozy piece of the mountain. Relax and reset in total tranquility after any adventure. We offer therapeutic massage and restorative facials with some of the best remedies and techniques nature has to offer. Ask about our Hydrofacial MD facial system that uses patented technology to extract and infuse the skin. Our locally owned boutique spa is located inside the Highline Vail. Nourish your mind and body. Discover True Vail at Après Massage and Facials.
My name's James, and I've been in the market for mortgages several times over the years, so I've gone through the process with different people. And when I met Andrea, she explained to me why my current loans were subpar and how she could get better loans with better rates.
If I had to describe Andrea in one word, I think I would use the word passionate. She is very passionate about what she does and getting the right solutions for her clients, and that made her an absolute pleasure to work with.
Hi, I'm Andrea Cox. You can reach me at 435-631-9262. Call me, text me, or you can reach me at my website, andreacoxmortgage.com.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap Nectar hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork Valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
Good morning, Vail.
When you think of summertime, don't you think of getting out and riding your bike around? Well, Chris Pavona from Ski Town All-Stars has us on some lovely trusted steeds here. Good morning, Chris.
Good morning, Maddie.
These bikes are pretty cool.
They are super. 73.
That's it. They are super.
They're Super 73s, correct.
And so what makes these bikes so special compared to some of the other ones that you see around town?
So this brand I've been following for a while. They just have a really cool styling, kind of like that old cafe racer. They've got a pretty amazing range. They're fast, they're quick, they're fun. And I think it's just a perfect tool to get around the valley in the summertime.
Especially during the summertime, but then look at how beefy these tires are. I feel like you could ride these things in the winter pretty well if you're bold.
You could. The ice does get a little scary. We definitely have another tire that we'll be putting on some of the bikes for the wintertime, more of like kind of compared to like a snow tire. But yeah, they definitely have some off-road capabilities, especially with the one you're on with the full suspension. So so definitely a very capable bike.
And we've got 3 models right here, so let's talk about this one really quickly.
Yep. So this right here is our base model, most cost-effective, definitely not a lot of the frills, no front suspension, no light, but definitely a good starting point, 750-watt battery. And then next up is our most popular model. This is actually our most popular color as well. This is called the S2. It's going to have a 960 watt battery, front suspension, LED light, mechanical brakes, a range of about 40 miles, and it goes about 30 miles an hour, 31, 32 miles an hour.
That's speedy.
That's speedy. That's breaking some laws.
And then what about this one right here?
So that's basically going to have the same battery, same speed, about 30. LED light. It actually has a horn, which is pretty nice. So if someone's going to cut you off, you can definitely blast them. As well as rear suspension, and then the bigger tires as well. So that's kind of our high-end model.
I really want to push this horn.
We got to turn it on first.
All right.
Give it a second.
Okay. All right. We'll keep talking about bikes then, and then I'll launch the horn in here. And so if people are interested, they can come in here and buy bikes.
Yep. So basically the big thing is we like to get them on the bike, because once they get on the bike, they come back to the shop and they're just like smiling. they're smiling ear to ear. So that's the horn.
Yeah, I would say it's a pretty solid horn.
Yes, we just like to get people in here, try out the bikes. 8 times out of 10, Pumpkin gets on the bike and they come back in. They're like, I need one of these. And then they go home, their wife, their significant other tries it, and then they wind up coming back and buying a second one. So it's definitely been a pretty fun thing to have people pretty stoked out about these things.
And you guys are one of the few places in the Valley that are carrying this specific model.
So we're technically the only dealer of Super 73, especially with the higher end models. There's another big box store has them, but we're the only ones that actually have the high end models.
Which these are really fun for people to get out, and so I think that maybe you and I should go ride some bikes.
Let's ride.
Perfect. We're gonna go take these bad boys out for a spin, but we're gonna take you along on the adventure. So we're going to get geared up, and then we're going to get outside. Stay tuned. We've made our way outside. We're on the bikes. We've got our safety first on. Make sure we're nice and safe out there. So, Chris, how do we use the bikes?
So basically, that's the horn. This is a bell. So if anyone gets in your way, you're prepared. So these have 2 different settings. You can do pedal assist, or you can use actually the throttle. Which is right here. When the brake is engaged, you cannot use the throttle. So how I like to start out is by kind of getting a little lift off with a little throttle, and then you're right into your pedal assist.
Perfect.
Same thing as most bikes. You got your rear brake, you got your front brake. Pretty simple. It's just like riding a bike.
Oh my goodness.
See what I did there?
Yeah, I love a good dad joke.
Yeah.
So if people are interested to come ride the bikes, test them out, they can
Yep.
just come find you at your shop. Where are you guys located?
We are here in beautiful Vail, Colorado, also known as the Green Mile. We're right next to Pier 13 Liquors, Huga Life, Big O Tires adjacent. Yeah, we got everything right here.
And do the helmets come with the bikes?
If you really want one of these lovely peach salmon pink helmets, I'll give you one for free.
if you buy a bike.
Only if you buy a bike.
Yeah, that's the stipulation.
Absolutely.
You have to buy a bike.
Yep.
All right, well, so you've got some accessories on yours. Let's talk about those really quickly. Not only do you have the speaker attached to the bike for the fun of it, but you've also got your trusted sidekick, Koa, in the back.
I actually forgot she was back there. You're being such a good girl. You're being such a good girl. So yeah, we've got this bike outfitted with some racks, a basket, some chrome bags, speaker, phone holder, a little bell. This has a lot of the common things that we put on the bikes,
And
especially the dog.
Especially the dog. If you have a dog that can fit in the basket, they'll give you a basket to put your dog in the basket. I'm gonna need like a suitcase-size basket to put my dog in there.
Yeah, might need a little sidecar.
Oh,
They make them.
Wow, look at, and can you special order those for people?
For sure.
God. You're just making everyone's dreams come true.
That's what I do.
I think that we should go for a nice little bike ride, but before we go for a bike ride, I think that we do the proper send-off.
Let's ride.
Following you.
Okay, here we go. You. And squeal.
Chris, these bikes are a ton of fun. I think everyone needs one in their life.
Everyone.
Everyone.
But we only have 20 left, so
20 left, that's it.
that's it for the year.
Wow, so if you want a bike, you have to come into Ski Town All-Stars right now and get your hands on a Super 73.
Yes, ma'am.
That simple.
That's simple. Just come on in. Come and knock on our door.
Come and knock on their door. Get a bike from Ski Town All-Stars. One more time, where are you guys located and what are your hours so people can make sure that they get their hands on the bike properly?
We are in Eagle Vail, Colorado on the Green Mile, next to Pier 13 Liquors. We are here 9-ish to 6-ish Monday through Friday, and then 10-ish to 2:30-ish on Saturday.
Chris, thank you so much for all of the fun. We're going to keep riding bikes because it's a ton of fun, but we hope to see you come visit them at Ski Town All-Stars. All right, let's go.
You!
Good morning, Vail.
Hi, I'm Maddie Evans.
I'm Blake O'Rulian.
Do you love the outdoor lifestyle? Well, then we've got you covered in 4 great mountain towns: Park City, Utah, Vail, Colorado, Steamboat Springs, Colorado, and Reno, Tahoe.
You can tune into Park City TV, TV8 Vail, or at thescoreboardnation.com. We'll see you there every day at 6:30 p.m.
Here at Sun & Ski Sports, we are all about helping you find the right gear for your best adventure. Come explore our selection of skis, snowboards, bikes, clothing, and footwear. Stop by our full-service shop to learn more about how we help keep your equipment at peak performance and our assortment of rentals. Remember, whatever your adventures may be, you can find all your gear here at Sun & Ski Sports. Call or visit us in Avon or Dillon or learn more at sunandski.com.
In the heart of the Vail Village, on the corner of One Willow Bridge Road, across from Solaris, is Lamina Jewelry. We have one of the largest selections of designer, fine, and fashion jewelry in the Vail Valley. In addition to our unique and one-of-a-kind jewelry pieces, we have museum-quality fossils and minerals that you truly have to see to believe. We pride ourselves on our customer service and knowledge of your pieces. Come in as a customer, leave as a friend.
Good morning, Vail.
If you have any car troubles, well, Action Jackson is the place to come, and I'm here with the entire family. So we've got Ross, we've got Jackson herself, and we've got Lily. Thank you guys all for meeting me.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you for having us. We're delighted to be here.
And so I'm going to just say there's some adorable pictures behind us, and I would imagine that those are you guys?
It's me.
One of them is you, or both of them are you?
All of them are me.
Is that true?
That is true. Jackson's name is on the building. That's Jackson right here. About 4 years ago when we first opened up, we put her right on the building, and that's who the Action Jackson's named after. Her grandpa called her that. And then Lily, this is Lily's lounge where we're standing now, where all the customers can come and rest and relax and hopefully forget about their car worries. So.
And this is a really cool lounge. We were kind of just sitting in the chairs a little bit, talking off camera about some art classes and some tennis that's being done over the summer break right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so the history behind Action Jackson, let's just talk about how you guys started and then your exciting new project that you have coming.
Yeah. Well, so our family moved here full-time about 5 years ago into the Valley. My wife is a dermatologist in the Valley. And I'm the opposite. I'm the other end of the spectrum, an entrepreneur. I've always loved cars, trucks, just working on anything auto-related. So back in Texas where I grew up, I used to work on cars and sort of always had that in my bloodline. So it came out, moved out here 5 years ago, and this current location used to be called Vail Discount Tire. And then I was a customer of the gentleman that owned the establishment, and I decided to, make an offer on the place because I was really antsy. Besides skiing and doing other outdoor activities, I said, I want to do something in business here in Vail, and, came up for sale and was lucky enough to acquire it. When we did buy the business, we only had 3 employees. Now we're lucky to say we have about anywhere around 10 or 12, give or take, during the season. So we have expanded, added jobs to the Valley, and we're really proud about the fact that our customers keep coming back and enjoying everything from brakes, tires, batteries, and all that good stuff. So,
all that good stuff. Are you guys 2 of the loyal employees?
Yes. Yes, I'm the boss. No, I'm the boss.
Sounds like you guys are both the boss.
They're both my boss.
Yeah, I was just going to say, if not the boss of this place, you're definitely his boss, right?
Oh, yeah, for sure. So.
And then you guys have an exciting project
Yeah.
taking place in Edwards. Let's talk a little bit about that.
Sure. So we're lucky enough to have gotten the preliminary approval from the Eagle County Commissioners to build what's the first ever in Colorado, first ever dedicated all-electric car care center. So what that means is we're going to be focusing on really taking care of and repairing what the future of auto is, which is electric and hybrid vehicles. We'll continue to do a lot of our engine components here as well as other locations, but that is an exciting project. It's next door to the gas house, so it's a super central location. We're going to have car washes there, which are all recycled car washes. We have EV charging stations. We have battery changing stations. We're going to do tire cares as well at that location, so we're super excited about it.
And this is such a great addition to our community as well, just because, one, that's going to offer more jobs
Yes.
to all of our wonderful community members. And then, of course, it's just going to give everyone who is starting to get into that electric vehicle kind of market that safety and that footing to know that they're in good hands.
Yeah, and I believe very much in the sustainability practices, the ability to not have an impact on the environment, but have a positive impact if you do. So that's what's exciting about it, right? We do look at the future of auto as being electric, being hybrid. It's not going to happen overnight, but we are excited to have Vail Valley being part of this in the valley. And actually, it is the first in Colorado, which is pretty exciting as well. So, yeah.
You guys are doing huge things.
We try. Work nonstop, and we're excited to continue to add jobs and do some good things for the valley. So.
And we as a community definitely appreciate that so much. And so if people are having any car trouble, and especially right now that we're seeing some craziness with the summertime happening, what are some of the things that people should be looking out for on their car?
Well, the big thing this summer is listening to your brakes, right? If you hear sounds like high-pitched sound, and that could be your brake pads. If you have vibration, that could be your rotors. Pay attention to your brakes, especially in the summer when the higher temperature, you tend to hear your brakes more often, so just be careful going up and down the valley. Another big thing is during the summer, the temperature compound on tires, not to get too nerdy on tires, but the tires do warm up, so the rubber does deplete faster during the summer versus the winter. So your tread can deplete faster, so pay attention to your tread depth, meaning, back in the day, my parents and your parents, right, they used a quarter or a nickel just to see how deep the depletion is. And nowadays, it's important to pay attention to that tread depth so that you're not slipping in the water, the rain that we've luckily been getting. So that's important to pay attention to. So your brakes and tires. And then we have also seen a lot of the second homeowners that come to Vail, which we have a lot of customers here of. They tend to leave the vehicles not running for a while. So a lot of the oil will sit in your oil pan, and you do need to get those oil changes. So we take care of that as well here. So pay attention to your oil changes, your brakes and tires, and your batteries. So I think those are important elements.
And something else you need to be looking out for is the air filters, especially as people are starting to run their air conditioning a lot more. Yeah. We just had the pleasure of overhearing that you guys found a baby squirrel, and it was alive.
I couldn't believe that you guys are here. That was a first for us as well. We have had, little nests in the air and cabin filters, but your air filter and your cabin filter are important to kind of keep that the hygiene of your vehicle, the cleanliness of your vehicle, and your air quality in there. So yeah, you were here when we actually found a live squirrel and an air filter, and so luckily we grabbed the squirrel, put him outside, he ran off and is still good to go, and we replaced that filter. So pay attention to your filters. Usually about every 4 to 6 months is a good time to change your filters.
Whoops. Whoops. I've been making some car mistakes. And see, this is why it's important that we all come here, because some of us just don't have that information handy.
It's, there are a few things, right? So every about 5,000 miles is when you want to change your oil. We use Mobil 1 fully synthetic oil here, so every about 5,000 miles is a good opportunity. For tire rotation, you want to do a tire rotation every 6,000 miles. So that's about twice a year. The average person drives 12,000 miles a year. So do rotate those tires. That gives you more longevity in terms of your tire, the length in which those tires will last. Oil changes, tires, batteries last about 3 years. So those are sort of 3 or 4 different components that you can pay attention to in your scheduled maintenance. And the good thing about Action Jackson Auto is you don't have to drive to the dealership. I mean, we have the same level of service, higher quality service, but also the same technology that they use. So it's an advantage to not have to drive to Glenwood or Denver.
Which
So-
makes it local.
Yeah.
It gives people jobs.
Right.
And I just learned so many things that I've been doing wrong with my car since I've owned it. Can you believe that, Lily?
Yeah.
Oh, well, okay. Right under the bus on
You
that
leave
one.
Maddie? No, come on now.
All right, well, so you girls, as the boss of here, what is your favorite part about coming to work?
It's cool, you know.
It is cool. And what's your favorite part, Jackson?
I love all the noise.
Oh, that's an interesting component to love right there.
You like it? I've got a 2-year-old boy as well who's not here right now, but when he does come, he's just bouncing off the walls, listening to watching the oil come out of the engines so they always come around about once a week and get to see how the shop is running. It's a lot of fun to have them here. So.
Well, thank you so much for all this great information,
Absolutely, my
taking the
pleasure.
time to chat with us.
Thank you for coming by.
Of course,
Yeah.
and thank you for all that you do for our community.
you.
There are so many great elements that you guys are bringing, and the sustainable aspect is something that we all know, we all love, because we want to see our winters continue.
Thank you. I mean, it's such an important, especially if our valley's so beautiful. Everybody has to do their part. So thank you so much. Yeah.
Thank you so much, and thank you girls so much for taking the time to chat with me this morning.
You're welcome.
High fives. High fives.
Oh.
Cool. Well, make sure that you look for the entire family, but especially these two, because they're the bosses of the show. But if you have any issues with your car, Action Jackson is the place to come, only because they can do everything and then some, and maybe teach you a thing or two about your car. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we've got more of the show.
Good morning, Vail.
All aboard!
Step on, take a look around, and take a listen. Relax to the rhythm of the train on the tracks. For the kids, and the kid in all of us, the Leadville, Colorado and Southern Railroad.
Good morning, Vail.
If you're shopping in Vail, there are some really great places to stop by, and what's better than a family-owned boutique? And we're standing in Pano right now with Nikita Apostle. Good morning, Nikita.
Good morning.
Thank you so much for letting us come in, and thank you for dressing me this morning.
You're very welcome. You look wonderful, darling.
I absolutely love this. The texture is so perfect for summertime. It's nice, it's light, it's airy.
It's wonderful, and it's great for, you can dress it up, you can dress it down, you can put heels with it, you can wear it for the sandal. And it's a new line that we're carrying out of Miami.
Which makes it really fun, because this is a family-owned business. So for people who have never been in Pano, can you just give us a little bit of the history?
Yeah, my mother opened her first boutique in Mykonos, Greece in 1982, and my parents came here in 86. They originally had 4 shops in Vail Village and Lion's Head, and now it's just my mom and I in this little itsy-bitsy funky boutique.
Which is really fun because you get to do all the shopping, so you do all the buying for the location, and you guys have some really cool products that you source from really all around the world.
We do. We go to a bunch of different markets in Europe, We do some in California, you know, within the borders as well, but we love going to London and Athens and Barcelona as well.
Which I love the jewelry here and I love the meaning. I'm such a firm believer in the Greek evil eye, and so I actually just recently stopped in, bought this necklace, and I love it so much.
It's a great piece, and we all kind of need the extra juju that, you know, we've kind of been missing out on the last couple of years.
Which I think is really important. And so people can come in here, they can shop. You've got shoes, you've got jeans, you've got hats.
Yeah.
And then you've got some signature pieces that you've carried for a long time, like the jean jackets with the really beautiful sequence embellishments on the back.
Yeah, and my mom and I have actually been hand making those for the last 3 years now. So yeah.
I did not know that you guys were hand making them, and I come in here all the time and I'm like, these are so cool.
Yeah.
That is such an interesting fact about your location.
Yeah, and my mom actually started crocheting bikinis and beach bags in Mykonos back in the 80s. So funny, it's kind of, we still got it going on.
For sure. And so in any of the other products that you guys have in here you make specifically?
No, just the jean jackets now. But we're dabbling a little bit more in like making jewelry again. So we'll see. Because my dad was a jeweler.
So you guys have a really cool story of making amazing clothing. The jean jackets, I'm like so mind blown on that still right now because I've seen them so frequently. And when I used to work in Vail Village, I'd see people wearing them and I'd be like, oh, I know where you got that. And now I know who made it.
And you're going to get one.
And I'm going to get one. I'm definitely going to get one. It's on my list, and especially the Rolling Stones one. That one's my favorite.
Absolutely, that one's yours.
If people are interested in coming in to shop, what are your hours? And then can you give us a little description of your location?
We are 11 to 7 right now. Weekends we tend to be 10 to 8. It's just my mom and I. So we're both kind of in here. So if you know us, come say hi. And we're right on Gore Creek Drive, right by the Children's Fountain, in between Lancelot and Sweet Basil.
And so people can come in, they can shop, and then if people fall in love with an item and maybe they're leaving town so they don't buy the item here and then they think about it constantly, that's me. I'm that kind of shopper, and then I'm like, I should have bought it. How am I going to get my hands on it? Can they shop online?
They can. The website will be up July 1st. It's panoboutiquevail.com. And you can also check out our Instagram. I believe it's Pano Vail Boutique, or at Pano Vail Boutique.
I love everything that you guys have in here, and so if people are interested, they should come shopping here. Are there any other really incredible facts about this location before people come shop?
I think that we are located in one of the most gorgeous buildings in Vail Village. All the woodwork was hand done, and it's just a wonderful piece of paradise in the middle of Vail Village.
And the best part is it's family owned and operated, so it's one of those few standing shops that has the heart and soul of the family in it.
Absolutely, and there's not very many left of us in the valley anymore, so make sure you shop your small local businesses, guys.
For real, and especially one like this. I did not know you guys made some of the clothes, and I'm still so blown away by it.
We put a lot of heart and soul, and you can definitely kind of see by the style of clothing that we have. We get a lot of our inspiration from traveling and just everything globally.
Which is really fun, and it's really fun to know that you guys have put so much love and dedication into things from the hats to the jewelry, and you can see the consistency throughout the jewelry and kind of that very homey and warm vibe with the clothing as well.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. You can tell we've got tons of evil eye jewelry and a lot of fun and funky stuff, even our animal hats. Those are very popular at the moment right now as well.
Nikita, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us and giving us a tour of the shop. I think now we have to end the interview so I can start shopping and trying some stuff on.
Absolutely. Anytime you come by.
Make sure that you come into Pano, located right here in Vail Village. It's absolutely incredible, from the jewelry to the hats to the clothing. There's something for everyone here, and I mean, look at this dress. It's adorable. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we've got more of the show.
Yeah, we got some nice weather coming our way once again. But keep in mind also, pack a light rain jacket because we always have those pop-up showers. Even if it says 20%, that means that there may be 20% in some areas getting a little bit of moisture, and the other places it's going to evaporate before it touches on the ground. But depending where you are, you might get a little bit of rain. So pack that light rain jacket and get out and enjoy. That's a look at our show for the day. I'm going to be back at Minturn Anglers tomorrow doing my fishing thing. If you want to get some bugs, come by and see us. But tune in and visit with Maddie. She's going to be on the show tomorrow. We're going to introduce you to a local slackline legend from Battle Mountain High School, Davis Hermes. And you get to meet his mustache for the first time and the amazing stuff that he does. We'll give you a look at that weather forecast and so much more. We'll see you tomorrow for Good Morning Vail.
Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. You're home in the rock.